Testing. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me? Everybody hear me? Well, good morning. We want to welcome you to Albany Technical College, the state of the college, based on last year's number, 2022 year number. So what we want to do today is share some information about what we've done in the previous year, and also some strategies and highlight some strategies that we plan to implement in NY23. So again, welcome to Albany Technical College now, and I hope if you have any questions, please say them before I have to presentation. So we're going to talk about the numbers for what we completed and what we accomplished in AY22, which was last year. So as we look at the overall enrollment, as you see in AY22 compared to AY21, our enrollment decreased some. We had about over 3,600 students enrolled for AY22 compared to about 4,200 for AY21. Our high school dual enrollment numbers again declined some. We had about almost 658 students in 2021. For AY22, we had 411. So again, a decline in enrollment for AY22. As you look at the total number of credit hours that were produced, we have highlighted the top 5 credit hour producing programs at the college. Our business healthcare technology, our business management, cosmetology, early childhood, and the business healthcare technology component. Those were the highest producing credit hour production programs at the college last year. We had an overall credit hour production of 57,982 credit hours. So again, compared to AY21, those credit hour productions will decline due to lower enrollment. Our retention rate for AY22 was at 65% compared to what it was in AY21 at 66%. Again, 65% is not a passing grade for us, so we want to make sure that we increase the retention rate at least to the 70% or above. So we'll have strategy employed for increasing that retention rate. And we look at the awards that were granted in AY22, our TAFE certificate. We had about 1,200 TCCs that were awarded. We had 337 diplomas, and we had 282 associate degrees that were awarded in AY22. For a total awards confirmed, there was Duke graduates, about 1,800 awards that were granted for last year in AY22. Our graduation rate was the same in AY22 as it was in 21, 65%. And we had an overall placement rate of 98%. So we continue to do extremely well in placing our students. Within 6 months of graduation, they're either employed in their field, employed somewhere related field, or they continue their education. So we do an extremely good job in tracking those students and make sure that they have employment. Our adult education numbers, students enrolled, we had about 605 students enrolled for AY22 in adult education. We had about 153 GED completers. And then also we had 205 level completers, meaning that those students went from one level to the next, maybe the 6th grade level, reading level, to the 8th grade reading level, or 9th grade reading level. So again, our enrollment in adult education completers, we're looking to increase those numbers as well. Our economic development, total training hours, we had about 16,000 worth of hours completed in AY22 companies that we serve, about 50 companies, and the number of people that were trained, over 500 people that were trained in AY22 in economic development. So those are the numbers that we talked that were listed for AY22. Now I want to get into some of the accomplishments that we completed in AY22. We implemented 5 new programs at the college in AY22. Our addiction and substance abuse program is a new degree program that has done extremely well. We're in the process of renovating a lab for that particular area. Sorry, we're recording YouTube, so they want to make sure my mic is working. Test it.
Yeah. It's tied on something.
You gonna put it right there? All right. Test it. Okay. Thank you, John. So again, we implemented 5 new programs in AY22. Our addiction and substance abuse program was a social degree program. Our video and film editor TCC. Our nurse aid accelerated program. The nurse aid accelerated program is really a revised program instead of actually 2 terms that it actually took to complete. Now you can complete the nurse aid program in 7 weeks. So we revised that particular program, and also the mobile app development and iOS developer. So again, those are CIS programs that we implemented for in AY22. We had 2 articulation agreements that were formed in AY22. Eastern Oregon University is a 2+2 articulation agreement with our fire science program that we implemented, and also DeVry University with most of our online programs that we have here at the college. So those agreements were implemented in AY22. Some of the accomplishments in our healthcare areas, we can see as our practical nursing program was ranked number 6 by practicalnursing.org. Also ranked by number 9 in the state of Georgia by Nursing Schools Almanac. Our LPN, our practical nursing program, received its ACE accreditation. Our ASN program was ranked 5th in the state of Georgia by Nursing Schools Almanac. Our pharmacy technology program ranked number 1 as the best associate pharmacy technician degree by bestaccreditedcollege.org, and also the pharmacy technology ranked number 16 among 50 best schools in the nation. So again, a lot of accomplishments recognized, statewide recognitions of our healthcare programs, and also some national recognition. In March of 22, we enhanced our agreement with Phoebe Memorial Hospital to increase the number of nursing slots for our students, and also to help pay for faculty, to attract and recruit faculty for the nursing program. So this is a program, this is an agreement and a collaboration between Albany Tech and Phoebe that has been going on for years, but we wanted to enhance that agreement to make sure that we're providing the nursing workforce for our healthcare industry. Also, Phoebe donated $30,000 to our EMT paramedicine program for scholarships. So students who are in the EMT program have an opportunity to receive scholarship that funds were donated by Phoebe up to $30,000. We have some grants that were implemented in FY22. The Rebuild Southwest Georgia grant is a federal grant by HUD that is sponsored through the Department of Community Affairs, where those individuals who were affected due to the Hurricane Michael in 2018, there are 20 counties that were affected, that were identified in Southwest Georgia. So those individuals who have exhausted all of their Pell funds for the year, they meet a certain income level. They are eligible for the Rebuild Southwest Georgia funds, and those funds will pay for their education. They'll pay for any other type of expenses, such as child care, transportation, supplies, equipment that are needed for them to complete the program. So one thing that is unique about the Rebuild Southwest Georgia, it doesn't pay for one semester, it pays for the entire program. So again, if you know students who fit those criteria, then they may have funds available for them to continue their education. Also, we received 2 predominantly black institution federal grants last year. The Department of Education grant. One is called TEAMS, and the other is called MAP. The TEAMS grant is dealing with African American males to increase increase the enrollment or success of African American males. What we've identified at the college, the African American male population is our least successful population. Not saying that they don't do well, we just don't have enough of them participating. Our first successful population is we identified as the African American female, then the Caucasian female, the Caucasian male, and then the African American male. Not saying that they don't do well, but we need more of them to participate. So when they do participate in technical education, they are successful. But the economy, the workforce need more of them to participate. So that's what the PBI designed to do, to get more African American males engaged in technical education to help with workforce needs. Our other PBI grant, which is called MAP, is dealing with mental, academic, and physical performance of the students. So it's dealing with the whole well-being of the students. So not only we want to encourage and help students academically, but we want to also help their well-being, their mental state. So having some type of mental counseling, mental support for students is what this grant is designed to do. And these are 5-year grants. So we have team members that are able to assist students in those particular areas. Last year, we did a rebranding of our Manufacturing Technology Center, so we kind of changed the name to the Manufacturing Innovation Center. That houses our Mechatronics Technology Program. It houses our Industrial Operation Technician, and also our Precision Manufacturing Technician Technology Program. So again, we have an array of manufacturing-related type programs that we offer here at the college. So we want to do a rebranding of this particular building and institution to make sure that we are meeting the needs of the workforce. Also, we were able to purchase a mobile STEM lab. We had a previous PPI grant, I think it was back in 2015-16, that paid for the purpose of this mobile STEM lab. And what this mobile STEM lab will do, it will travel throughout the SDA to other counties to provide training to students who have, and we know transportation is a barrier for some of our students in the rural area. So what this mobile STEM lab will enable us to do to travel to those rural areas to provide training in mechatronics, CAD, PLC training to those students, and also we can travel to companies and provide training on site. So again, we're thrilled about this mobile STEM lab. We've had a lot of attention to, a lot of traction, and we've been going around of our high schools, some of our middle schools, and even some of the elementary schools to introduce the mobile STEM lab. So we're pleased to have this particular unit. Our CDL program. Several years ago, Dr. Parker initiated what we call our success terms, and what we do, we offer at least 3 sessions per semester. Fall and spring, we offer 2 sessions during the summer. So there are eight times a year that we can enroll commercial truck driving students. Last fall, we graduated our largest number in CDL when we graduated 50 students in one particular semester. The need for CDL drivers, as you know, and I know we watch the news, that it's tremendous. We are receiving a number of applicants for the CDL program, and that's a good thing. During this time last year, we had a full class of CDL drivers, and out of the 10 fleet trucks that we had 7 trucks in the shop. So what we're seeing now, the need is that we need more trucks to train students. So we're getting the applicants in, that's what we wanted. We have the instructors to training, but now we know we get wear and tear on vehicles, they're gonna go down, because again, we're dealing with novice drivers. So they're gonna be rough on trucks. So that's why we reach out to companies such as UPS. Last year, Dr. Parker saw the need of us needing more trucks, so we needed companies to step up to donate vehicles to help us train students. So UPS was the first one to reach out to us, and they said, hey, yeah, we want to help the program. We know you need drivers, so we have a truck that we want to donate to you. So as you can see in this particular photo, the young man that's standing in brown is actually Dr. Parker's son. He works for UPS in Atlanta, Georgia. So he was able to come down with the UPS representative to donate us a UPS truck. So we thank UPS for their support. Our hotel restaurant management program was ranked #2 for the best online social degrees by accreditedcollege.org, so we're proud of their accomplishment as well. Also, every year we send students to Skills USA for competition. We've done extremely well, and last year was no exception. We had students to compete at all levels, and also we had students to win at all levels. At the state level, we had gold winners in the dental assisting, early childhood, and masonry. At the civil level, we had winners at the civil level in dental, nail care, and welding. And at the bronze level, we had winners at the dental assisting level. So again, our students compete, our faculty prepare them to be competitive, and we're proud of their success. Also, we had a national winner that went on to compete at the national level from the early childhood education program. She won a silver medal at the national level. So again, thank you for our students for competing, and also thank you for the faculty for preparing them to compete on the national and state level. So let's talk about some of the campus improvement and renovations that has taken place already from last year. So we want to invest back into the college and invest back into our students. So we want to make sure that we have the technology, the best facilities for our students and faculty. So we did a complete renovation of our dental assisting lab last year. We brought it up to standards. We had an accreditation visit coming up for the dental assisting program. So we wanted to make sure that we had the state-of-the-art equipment for that particular program. And we want our students who are here now to experience the new equipment that we have, the investment that we have for the program. So we don't want students now to pay tuition for new equipment, and students next year that are coming benefit for it. We want our students now to benefit what we're doing for the college. Also, we had a renovation of our pharmacy technology lab. We had a accreditation visit 2-3 years ago that suggested that we needed a retail side and a hospital side for the pharmacy lab. We only, at that particular time, we had a hospital side. So we added a retail side, so as you can see, we now have a retail side that does a simulation for our pharmacy techs. And also we have a hospital, we renovated our hospital side that does the training for pharmacy techs on the hospital. We did security upgrades for our campus as well. We added more cameras on campus for safety reasons and precautions. So we wanted to make sure that our students that were safe while they're here, so we can be alert of any type of suspicious behavior. So we have to be very precautious of activities on campus and in the community. So we increased the security cameras across campus. Also, as you can see, and you may have noticed that driving in today or earlier this month, we've added some number signage. So we've added number signage in the parking lot, so we want to make sure that if we have an emergency situation on campus, that we can alert public safety what location they need to they go to. Instead of saying come to the parking lot in front of Kirkland, we can say come to the parking lot number 1, parking lot number 2. So again, this is a way to provide safety and safety and precaution for our campus. So those are some of the things that we've done in the past in AY22. So I want to get into some of the things that we're doing now and we're going to do in the future. So the Transportation Academy. Last year, the TCSG funded the Transportation Academy for Albany Tech. So we've been in negotiation, we've been in designing the facility for the last 10 to 12 months. So hopefully we will start construction on the transportation facility within the next 2 to 3 months or maybe the first of the year. So we received funding for construction to start sometime this year. Also, we received approval in August of this year to name the facility after Dr. Parker. This was one of his goals, his missions, to get this transportation facility design. We are going to relocate our auto collision and our diesel programs to this new facility. So we're going to have a groundbreaking soon as a contractor is identified, and we're going to show you the future home of the Dr. Anthony O. Parker Transportation Academy. And you can see the projected cost is about $9.7 million, and those prices continue to go up by the minute. Our Criminal Justice Demonstration Center is another future project. In 2019, the college acquired the old Regional Youth Detention Center on Newton Road. It was intergovernment transfer of property from the state of Georgia, from the Department of Juvenile Justice. So what we're designing and what we're proposing is that to turn this particular facility into a criminal justice demonstration center, where we will have a marked courtroom, we will have indoor simulation shooting range. Well, I say simulation, not the real thing. So we have a wellness center where we can train officers, we can train our students, and then also any array of criminal justice public safety that you can think of will be housed in this particular facility. So we haven't received funding for it yet, but it is a proposal. TCSG has included it in its budget for FY24. So hopefully we will receive good news coming in legislation in next year of funding for this facility. So this is our plan for the Criminal Justice Demonstration Center. Our Criminal Justice Department will be located there. Our Police Department will be located there as well. So again, this will not only be a facility for our students, but also for our partners in the community, Police Department, Sheriff Department, DA's office. All of those entities have had input to help design this facility. Our RAG Tech program, we are in the process of renovation in the RAG Tech program. As you know, everything has transitioned to digital now, so we are upgrading the entire lab with new digital equipment. So again, we want to make sure that our students have the state-of-the-art equipment to train them, so once they enter the workforce, they are fully prepared. I talked about this a few minutes ago, addiction and substance abuse lab. We implemented this last year. We started it totally online, but now we're in the process. We're finishing up renovations for the lab for this particular program. So therefore, the students will have options for in-person class and our online for the addiction and substance abuse program. Culinary arts, we're in the process of designing and renovating the area in our culinary arts area to a restaurant. Years ago, we used to do this for our culinary arts. We give our students an opportunity, maybe once a week, once a month. We invite the public in to experience the culinary arts talent, and also give the students the ability to show their live work skills to the public. So we are looking forward to implementing the culinary arts restaurant soon. Restroom renovations. So we're in the process of renovating restrooms on campus, across campus. So that project, you will see a lot of construction work going on for the next 4, 5, 6 months dealing with restroom renovations. So again, we want to make sure that our students are comfortable. They have state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. And this last project, if you've been living in Southwest Georgia, you've heard about this project for the last 2, 3, 4 months. This is not an Albany Tech construction project, but we are indirectly involved. The Living Learning Project with Phoebe Putney is a project that will allow us to relocate 4 of our programs, healthcare programs, to this facility that's being designed, being reconstruction by Phoebe Putney. Our social nursing program, our practical nursing program, our nurse aid program, and our phlebotomy program. Once this facility is up and running, we will relocate those four programs to the facility. We will go into a lease agreement with Phoebe to lease the first floor of the facility for those programs to be taught. So that will give us an opportunity for us to increase enrollment in all of those programs at least by 20%. The second and third floors for this particular facility will be housing. I think there'll be about 81 housing units in that particular facility. And our students will have the opportunity for housing in that particular facility if they choose to. So not only will they give them an opportunity to live and to learn in this facility, but also they'll be working, they'll do their clinicals right across the street from the facility at the Fever Putnam Memorial Hospital. This particular concept has been done in several other cities. This is one of Dr. Parker's goals and one of his visions that he came up with, and he wanted to bring it to Albany, Georgia. And once he brought it to the field officials, they were on board of doing it. So hopefully we can see this come to fruition. Probably, maybe our goal was fall of 24, but we've had some delay, which you know of. So maybe spring of 25, we may see this come to fruition. But this is a project that we're excited about. It's been through a lot of planning, a lot of discussion. So this is nothing that we talked about overnight. We've been talking about this project for the last 10, 12 months, and we'll continue to plan and look for strategies to implement. So challenges in AY22 that we face. Well, one of the main challenges that we lost our beloved president, Dr. Parker, June 6, 2022. This has been a difficult summer for all of us, for the ATC family, for the Parker family, for the community as a whole. We lost a visionary leader. Dr. Parker was known across the nation, across the state, for his leadership abilities. So the gap that he left us is tremendous. But I want to just publicly thank our faculty, our staff, and students for their steadfast approach on how we continue to carry the torch. And we have to continue to do that. That is what he would want. Matter of fact, I purposely was wearing a tie today that his wife gave me that was his. So I wanted to make sure that his presence was here today, and I know it always will be. So again, that was tremendous loss for this community, for this college, but we will continue to carry the torch, continue to move forward, and we continue to do what he would want us to do. He loved the students, he loved the community, and he poured his passion, he poured everything into this college. And he would always tell me, and when he talks about students, he said, in our community, he said, our students need a full load, they don't need to have it. And what that simply means, they have the opportunity, they deserve the opportunity to be successful, just like you and I. So again, this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue to carry the mission and carry the torch. COVID-19 continues to be a challenge to this community, not only this college, but this community. There are still some individuals who are somewhat timid about coming back for in-person instruction, but we want to make sure that we have the protocols in place to make sure that they feel safe. We are fortunate that we haven't had any type of major outbreaks. We've had some in isolated areas, but we have protocols in place to isolate those outbreaks, and we have the materials, the equipment in place to make sure students and faculty are safe. So again, this is one of the challenges that we continue to face, not only in AY22, but it's also a challenge today. And then the population decline in Southwest Georgia is another challenge that we face. Based on the 2020 census numbers, as you can see, we have a decline in Southwest Georgia, particularly in Dougherty County. Dougherty County lost about over 10,000 citizens just in Dougherty County. The only county in our service delivery area that was property was Lee County. They increased about 6,000 in citizens. So again, population decline is another challenge that we face. There are less people in Southwest Georgia, but however, the need for employees, for employers, continue to grow. So again, we have to educate the people that we have, and we also have to make a community that can attract more people to come and live and want to live, work, and stay in Southwest Georgia. So let's talk about some of the initiatives that we're going to do for this upcoming year, 23, where we're in now. So some of the initiatives initiatives that we plan to implement to attract more students to take education. We did this years ago. We had a car and bike show where we invite people to come on campus on a Saturday afternoon to bring their cars, bring their bikes, and show them all. And that gives an opportunity for us as faculty, staff, and students to have individuals from the community to come in and see what Albany Tech offers. You know, a lot of people ride by here 25 times a day, but they don't know what goes on at Albany Tech. They haven't been inside. You know, Dr. Parker's quote was on what's inside. People don't know what's inside until you invite them in. So again, this is one of our strategies that we want to do to get people on campus, to invite them into the campus and see what goes on and have a conversation with some of the faculty and staff. Community court. We've been working with the municipal court here in Doherty County with Judge Weaver, and we are probably in the last phase of developing what we're going to have a community court here on campus. Some of you may know we have a mock courtroom here on campus. So we're going to have community court here on campus at least once a month. Once a month here, and Judge Weaver will have his court here. It's going to be a night court. I think it's 5:30, 9:30. And what he would do time and time again, he would sentence subjects in his court to, go get a GED or need some education. So when that happens in his courtroom, he's going to have an Albany Tech representative there for that individual to talk to at that particular time and day. So instead of them sending him and say, you go to Albany Tech, and they come back with all kinds of excuses, well, I went down there. They can't say that now because they're going to be on our campus and we're going to have individuals there ready to serve them. So we're thankful for Judge Weaver and his partnership. And also we're expanding evening course offering. We're expanding East Coast offering in our medical assisting program and also our pharmacy technology. We have been offering evening courses for a good number of our programs, but we want to expand that as we move forward. Quiz Bowl, summer math camps. We want to reach out to our middle and high school students. So we want to get them engaged during the summer. We plan on having a Quiz Bowl competition, summer math camp. So we did it last year. We want to invite more of them to participate. Then also we are offering weekend course offering. We are offering weekend course offering this particular semester for our general core. But next semester we are looking to increase those offerings to some of our technical programs such as criminal justice and early childhood education. So those individuals who are busy during the week, they don't have time to go to school, but they would like to go to school, then we're going to have some weekend course offerings for those individuals to participate in. So again, it's all about options, being flexible, being nimble enough to meet the needs of the community. Our barbershop outreach, one of the strategies that we implemented and found a pretty good strategy is that, a lot of people go to the hairdresser, go to the barbershop, and they have a good relationship with their barbers and their stylists. So we reached out to the barbers in the town. We brought them on campus, told them what our initiative was, what they were willing to help to attract to more, and they were on board to helping us attract and get more of their clientele, our population, to get them involved in technical education. So we're meeting with them periodically to have them on campus. We're meeting with going to their location to outreach to get more students involved in technical education. And then we talked about this earlier, mobile STEM lab. We want to get that involved. We want to get that involved in our rural areas and also make sure that students have access to technical education that cannot get here due to transportation issues. So other strategies that we implemented are program refresh. We identify some programs that have been traditionally here for some time that people may have forgotten about, and we refresh those programs and let that community know that, hey, we still offer welding, we still offer child care, early childhood education, we still offer criminal justice. So we want to make sure we want to refresh those programs periodically to make sure the community knows that these programs are here offered here at the college. Our WeConnect and eCampus is dealing with our online population. eCampus is an initiative by Technical College of Georgia. Say for instance, there's a particular class, a program that we don't offer here at Albany Technical College that's online, but one of our sister colleges in North Georgia offers that program. but you in Albany, Georgia want to take it. With our e-campus connection with TCSG, you can sign up for that particular program or course here in Albany while the class is being offered in North Georgia. So that is an initiative that TCSG has gone ahead and initiated. So then that option is available for our students as well. Our digital outreach days, when we want to reach out to students through a digital platform, through their cell phones, through iPads, to let them know that, hey, Albany Tech offers a new program in addition to subsidies. So we want to have those digital outreach days. Hackathon competition. This is something that we found that was popular with some of our middle school and high school students, that we want to get them involved in a technology program where they are coding. It's a coding type competition, programming. So we want to offer this particular competition to those high school and middle school students. Our Man Cave Mondays is an initiative that was brought through one of our PBI grants dealing with African American males. On these Mondays, what they call Man Cave Monday, they have mentors or community leaders come in to talk to male individuals, to just talk about not only academic stuff, but just life in general, to see what their thoughts and what their life dreams are. So again, we found this was a pretty effective strategy for recruitment as well. And then also zip code recruiting. This is one of the strategies Dr. Parker implemented prior to his death, is that we want to go out to our communities and identify needs in the zip code. Right now we're in the 31001 zip code, and with the millions of dollars that are on this campus, our community surrounding neighbors may be lacking or distressed in employment, so we want to bring them on campus, do our outreach and recruiting to let them know that, hey, the services that are available to you here at Albany Tech are right in your walking distance. So again, we want to make sure we reach out to those particular areas. Other strategies, again, we want to increase our number of slots for our ASN or LPN programs. Last year, we only allowed 80 slots for our ASN program. This particular year, we are offering up to 120 slots for ASN and 80 slots for LPN. As we move forward and hire more faculty and we increase in space-wise, we're looking to increase those slots up to 200 for ASN by fall of 24. And then also we want to make sure we address our local community needs in construction, in healthcare, in manufacturing, in technology. So we're always looking for those new programs that we need to offer, programs that we might need to revise or to customize to fit particular needs in the community. So we're also always looking at ways to produce more students, more graduates, more employees for those in the workforce. So again, new programs that are always on our radar for what we need to do as we study the trends and patterns for all the industries in the region. And then one of the other options of the initiatives that we've implemented for AY23 is our dual achievement program. Now, this is an initiative that was by TCSG last year. The Senate Bill 204, Georgia legislation, grant Technical College of Georgia authority to offer and to grant high school diplomas. Albany Tech will be able to offer and grant high school diploma to students who choose to enroll in this dual achievement program. Not dual enrollment, but dual achievement. The dual achievement program is for those individuals who have officially withdrawn from high school between the ages of 16 to 21 and have completed certain levels of their high school requirement can enroll in Albany Tech and also receive a technical certificate, diploma, or associate degree and be granted their high school diploma simultaneously. So again, this is different from dual enrollment. Dual enrollment is for those students who are still in high school. They are still in traditional high school. But dual achievement is for those students who have officially withdrawn from high school who are ages 16 to 21, have completed certain requirements of high school, and complete a certificate, 2 certificates, diploma, and associate degree. They can receive their high school diploma and those certificates. So again, This is another option that we've added up on adult education. So now we have 4 options up on adult education. We have the traditional GED route, so where a person can take their GED, take GED class, take the GED test, and receive a high school equivalency. We have the high set exam, which is for ages 16 above. Again, they can complete the GED requirements, pass the high set test, and receive a high school equivalency. And then we have the Career Plus HSE. It's for those ages 21 plus or older. Complete the high school 2 CCCs, 1 diploma, and a social degree, and complete their GED courses, and then they can receive a high school equivalency. And then, like again, the final option is the dual achievement, ages 16 to 21. They completed certain levels of their high school requirements. They are taking they're taking the remainder of their high school required courses and complete the technical program. They can receive a high school diploma along with their TCC and diploma. So again, those are new initiatives that we've implemented on adult education. So again, that's where we're at with the state of the college. We have a lot of work to do, but I think we're trending in the right direction. As of this morning, compared to last fall, our enrollment is up about 4%. And we still have opportunity to gain more students as our C-term starts on October 17th. So again, we're trending in the right direction. We're doing, it appears that we're doing much better than we were this time last year, but we still have a way to go. So again, I just want to thank you all for the community for your support through this time that we've been dealing with the passing of Dr. Crawford. I want to thank the students for sticking with us and doing what you're supposed to do. I want to thank the faculty for always being cautious, careful, mindful of your students and doing your hard and dedicated work. And thank the business community for your support. So if I have any questions, I will address them now. Well, if there's no questions, thank you for coming and have a good day.